Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry wants everyone to know that his wife, Ayesha Curry, can cook. Steph made that fashion statement at his post-game press conference Monday after a Boston bar put up a sign that read, Ayesha Curry can't cook. So what's your reaction to this? And why are, like, when in the sporting world, a lot of times players' family members are brought into the rivalries?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, this is odd in the sense that it's not like two teams trash-talking each other. It's like some restaurant in Boston trash-talking. Like, first of all, I mean, no offense, but like, why are you getting involved? Like, you just wanted to drum up business?
Sit down.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Sit down. And also the second thing is, I think trash talking is part of sports, but there's a line. Like, don't be bringing in people's spouses or parents or children, which this restaurant is also guilting of doing, is pitting kids versus kids of players.
Oh.
Gross.
I also
Hashtag
think
gross.
it's Boston.
Sure, I mean,
Like,
but
that
it's not
city is
you.
notorious for, like, you know, I hope this airs in Boston, but if it doesn't, like
They can trash talk.
They get down dirty.
Like, their fans and people are notorious for being
Or are
like,
they just extra passionate?
I was gonna say, maybe they're
they're
passionate.
known to be
Trying
like
to throw out a ring here. Catch
Passionate.
it. Catch it. No, but I think trash talking is part of it. But I love it when it's good and it's clever between two players. So, like, hockey is a place where there's a lot of trash talking. And it was Jeremy Roenick versus Patrick Roy. And this was, like, in the NHL finals many moons ago. But this was what Roenick said about Patrick Roy, who is a goalie. And he says, it should have been a penalty shot. There's no doubt about it. I like Patrick's quote that he would have stopped me. I just want to know where he was in game 3. Probably getting his jock out of the rafters. To which Roy says, I can't really hear what Jeremy says because I've got 2 Stanley Cup rings plugging my ears.
he did this, and he like acted it out.
That's the trash talking you expect.
I know, but don't you think that was smart on Curry's part? Like, not the restaurant, but on Curry's to wear that shirt? Like, I was like, yes, work that. Because
Or
fashion...
is he going down to their level?
No, because he didn't have to say a thing. He just wore it on his body. And I love that about fashion. Like, if you can talk from a fashion perspective for a second, you know, fashion with intention. You know, often your clothes speak for you before you even speak, and this was definitely happening with him. And sure as all get out, if someone insulted my guy's cooking, okay, Chef Rodney Bowers, I would wear a shirt next time I'm on the set.
You like this?
Yeah, I think it totally makes sense that, like you mentioned, it's kind of like a silly thing for them to do. So whenever celebrities respond in an equally silly or ridiculous way, like, I'm just gonna get a t-shirt and it's gonna say it all, I think that that's a hilarious way to come back at it.
What I don't love about it is I feel like it's always the women that get targeted in these kinds of, like, so it's always like, your mama, whatever.
Yeah.
And then if it's not your mama, it's your wife can't cook. So the women are targeted, and I think that, listen, I love a good trash talk as much as anyone else, and I do think it just can't just be the players. Do you know mayors get involved in this
Yes, they
kind
do
of
the
thing?
little friendly
Exactly.
bets.
So it's not just the players. You can do it in a funny way that doesn't have to be super misogynistic. Like, this is gross that way. And I would also challenge, like, other people and men and players to be like, why do you have to go for my mom and my wife first?
Yeah.
Like, you can't come up with
And
a
daughter
better,
in
like,
this case.
what is that impulse?
It's a parasocial relationship, right? It's like, I think you're watching these celebrities and you think you have, like, an onus to everything in their whole lives. So you can't help but comment because they're just, like, in your mind, like, at your kitchen table making these remarks, but it's not, you don't know them.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Steph is going to respond, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He sure is.